This Delta Tubular Xenon SkyBar is for those of you that have a 2007 and up JK and are looking to add a light bar above the windshield but aren't interested in a more traditional LED light bar. This is going to be 6 individual lights. They're going to be a xenon light, which is an incandescent bulb instead of an LED, and they're going to be mounted on this tubular frame, which is going to be very different from a lot of the other lights that you see out there on the market. As far as the installation goes, this is going to be a completely bolt-on install. No need to drill or cut anything. So I am going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches. In fact, this even comes with a wiring harness to keep you from having to wire anything up. The whole process shouldn't take you more than about 2 hours, but we'll talk more about that in just a second. So like I said, this is really for those of you that are looking to add a light above the windshield but want something different from what a lot of the other people on the market are running. Those LED light bars are all the rage, whether it's double row, a single row, white, amber, the ones that strobe, a lot of different options out there, but they're all going to look pretty similar. This is definitely going to set you apart. However, this bar is still going to be very expensive. This comes with solid billet aluminum brackets. It's a very well-built bar. It throws a lot of light. The wiring harness is very, very complete. It allows you to light up just the inner lights or the outer lights, so it gives you some flexibility there. But again, expensive. This is going to be right around the same price as one of those top quality 50-inch LED light bars. So if you like the style, you like the function of this bar, you have the budget for it, it's going to be an option that will set you apart from a lot of those guys that are running the 50-inch LED light bars. However, if you're just looking for a lot of light, you don't have the budget for this, there are going to be some other options out there for you. So like it says in the name, this is going to be a tubular light bar. You're going to have a powder-coated tube right here that has your 6 individual incandescent lights with xenon bulbs in them mounted right there. Of course, these do come with a cover on them, which is something that in a lot of areas you're going to need. You can't run a reflector housing light up high on your vehicle at night without a cover on them in a lot of places, so these do come with covers for all of your lights. They are also going to come with a 1/2-inch solid billet aluminum powder coated bracket, and that's what makes this a completely bolt-on installation. No need to drill anything, just remove a couple of the windshield hinge bolts, install your brackets and your light bar. Now that is one thing to consider, because a lot of the 50-inch LED light bars on the market, while they'll be a little bit less expensive than this, won't come with the brackets. This is a very complete kit. It comes with the brackets and it also comes with the wiring harness. Something else I like about this light, and particularly about the wiring harness, is that it allows you to turn on just these 2 inner lights or these 4 outer lights, or of course you can turn on all 6 lights at the same time. With a 50-inch LED light bar, generally you turn them on their full brightness. That's not always the case, but most of them, and that is a ton of light, almost too much light for some situations. So with this, you're able to pick and choose how much light you actually turn on, and that's all integrated into the wiring harness that comes with the light that doesn't require any cutting or splicing at all. So it is an expensive setup, but it's also a very complete one. So like I said, 1 out of 3 wrenches. I'm gonna give it closer to 2 hours to get it installed, just because there are some wires to run, but no cutting, no splicing of any wires, so still very, very simple 1 out of 3 wrenches. Now, the first step in the installation is going to be removing those windshield hinge bolts so that you can get these brackets attached. Once the brackets are bolted onto the Jeep, you'll bolt your light bar in between them and go onto your wiring. You'll run this wire down into the engine bay of your Jeep, then attach all of the ends of these to your wiring harness. You'll have a couple leads you'll have to run over to the battery and a couple leads to pull through your firewall to install your 2 switches. Again, 2 switches, one for the inner lights, one for the outer lights. You can turn them both on at the same time or independently to give you differing amounts of light. So like I said before, this light bar is going to be a little bit more expensive than a lot of the other incandescent light bars that you can get. In fact, this is going to be priced closer to one of those top quality LED light bars on the market. But a lot of people are running those 50-inch LED light bars. So if you want something that's a little bit different, you like the idea of having a xenon incandescent light instead of the LED, and you want something that's a little bit different as far as the looks go, I do think that this is a very well-built light bar for the price. So if you want an auxiliary light above the windshield of your JK, but you're not interested in one of those 50-inch LED light bars, this is going to be a very nice alternative, and you can find it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.